You were born into a life with one rule: run or die. There's no soft start for a zebra. From the moment you hit the ground, you're in the open savanna, where everything is either grass or something that eats grass eaters. Your mother lies on her side, away from the rest of the herd. The stallion stands guard a little distance off. Everyone else keeps grazing like nothing special is happening. You come out in a tough little bag. No help, no doctor, no midwife. You break free on your own. Within minutes, your legs are shaking under you like cheap table legs. You wobble up anyway. Almost an hour later, you can already trot. Why the rush? Because this isn't a safe place to take your time. It's a place where anything that can't stand up quickly becomes a snack. When anyone comes too close in the first days, even your older brother, your mother pins her ears back and runs them off. Congratulations. From his point of view, you just deleted his relationship. She keeps everyone away until you're properly imprinted, until you know her smell, her voice, and the unique pattern of stripes that says, "This one is Mom." Once that's locked in, you're allowed to rejoin the herd. Until then, social life is canceled. From the moment you can stand, you stick to her like a shadow. You nurse about once an hour, quick 1-minute refills of life. Then she shoves her head down and goes back to grazing, because milk doesn't make itself. At first, you mostly lie around and get up when she does. Then you start nibbling grass near her mouth, copying what she eats. You even taste her dung now and then, not because you're gross, but because your kind literally learns what's safe to eat by sampling Mom's leftovers. Educational poop. That's your childhood. And before you are ready, the world opens its jaws. You think you're a baby. Nature thinks you're a moving milk tank with legs that needs to keep up or fall behind and disappear. Your herd looks calm, but it's a traveling buffet with hooves, and everyone knows it. Lions and hyenas are always somewhere out there. Hyenas wander and test the edges, looking for something weak, slow, or unlucky. Lions lie in the tall grass, pretending to be decorations. As long as they stay still, your eyes struggle to separate them from the grass. That's the problem. That's why the herd moves as one. You synchronize everything: walking, grazing, resting, even dust bathing and scratching on trees. You sleep in loose shifts. You move together toward pasture and water, heads down, tails flicking, one animal after another lifting its head to scan while the others eat. Shared paranoia, shared survival. By day, when lions usually rest near woodlands, you graze out on the open plains where you can actually see them coming. By night, when lions move onto the plains to hunt, your herd shifts into the trees and brush. There, branches and shadows make it harder for lions to see you. You keep moving, slow and deliberate, pretending the dark isn't full of teeth. Grass slowly replaces milk until nursing becomes a rare extra and then stops altogether, whether you like it or not. One day, your mother simply stops letting you nurse. Her body is done giving you free meals. By then, your whole day is a loop: walk, eat, walk, drink, walk, eat, roll in dust, eat again, maybe sleep a bit, then eat. Your gut is a hindgut fermenter. Most of the work happens late, after the food has already passed through your stomach. That's why you're less efficient than cows and wildebeest. To make up for it, you eat more. A lot more. Sometimes you spend up to 20 hours a day with your head in the grass. You're basically a striped stomach on stilts, always chasing the next mouthful. Slowly, the grass around you turns dry and coarse, still standing, but no longer worth the effort it takes to chew. Somewhere else, new green is rising. So the herd begins to move. You don't choose the direction, the rain does. You walk for days, following the same quiet pull. Then a wide river cuts across your path and makes it clear the journey isn't finished yet. You move forward, because stopping isn't an option. The first zebras are already entering the water, pushing in while the surface looks calm and harmless. Below it, crocodiles lie slow and still, watching without moving, because they've seen this crossing many times before. You can swim. You have tough skin and a kick strong enough to break bone. But the river is a different kind of battlefield. Once you're in the water, your speed disappears. The current takes control, slowing you, pulling you sideways, carrying you where it decides. Still, instinct pushes you forward. The crocodiles slide into deeper water, patient, choosing their moment. One of them notices a foal beginning to struggle, drifting just far enough away from its mother to matter. The crocodile takes what it can and sinks back into the water, fed and motionless once again, while the rest of the herd drags itself onto the far bank and keeps walking, already pulled toward the next stretch of grass. Another crossing lies behind you. Another cost has been paid, and the migration goes on. You are one of the first grazers to push into fresh, tall, rough grass. And as you pass, you leave behind cropped, softer pasture for more delicate eaters like gazelles and wildebeest. You keep moving together with the same group, always surrounded by the same faces as the land slowly changes under your hooves. You don't drift through random crowds. You grow up inside a harem made of one adult stallion, several mares, and all of their young. The mares are not related by blood, but they stay together for years, held in place by a quiet rank system that runs everything without shouting. The stallion stays on the edge of the group, always alert, watching both predators and rival males. When you reach adolescence, you leave because something inside you starts pulling you outward. You begin to look for others like you, young males restless with excess energy, hunger for movement, and the need to test strength. Bachelor herds are loud, messy, and full of fights that are half play, half practice. You spend hours in mock battles and greeting challenge rituals, rehearsing adult roles you're not quite ready for yet. Nose to nose, cheek rubbing, then sliding past each other to sniff genitals and press shoulders. You don't have horns, claws, or massive fangs. You have hind legs strong enough to kill. A few years of sprinting away from lions have turned your hind legs into weapons. A good kick can snap a lion's jaw or send a hyena tumbling, yelping, out of the hunt. Around 5 years old, you leave the bachelor herds and start moving alone. To start a harem, you don't win a title, you take a mare. When a young female comes into heat, you drive her away from her group and keep her moving, circling and guarding her until she stays with you. This is how a harem begins. From that moment on, other stallions start paying attention. Each time the mare comes into heat, again and again, sometimes month after month, rivals appear. One rival moves in close. You bite, wrestle, rear up, and slam together, necks locked as each of you tries to force the other off balance. When you get a grip on a hawk, you hold on and grind until pain and exhaustion take over. He breaks free, tries to rise, then sinks back down and stays there. The fight is over. You've won. Winning doesn't give you peace. It gives you responsibility. You stay close, drive off rivals, and keep your guard up at all times. As more mares join, the work only grows. You keep the group together, stay alert at the rear when hyenas test the edges, and when a predator attacks, you're expected to turn and place yourself between your family and a mouthful of knives. One day, lions attack. The herd surges forward, but the distance is too small. You stay back and step into the gap, forcing the lion to check his charge. You rear, threaten, and strike just long enough. Those few seconds are enough. The herd pulls ahead, The distance opens, and the hunt breaks. You turn and run to catch up. Another day, spotted hyenas come for you. They don't rush straight in. They spread along the edges of the herd and move with it, waiting. You turn, snap, and charge when you have to, kicking hard enough to keep them from closing in. This time, it isn't enough. A young foal slips half a stride behind its mother. The hyenas are already there. Hyenas get some of you. Crocodiles get some of you. Lions get some of you. Drought, disease, injury, age, they all take their cut. And through all of it, your job never really changes. You eat. You walk. You follow the herd in the reins. You dodge teeth in the grass, jaws in the water, and a constant stream of young males trying to turn your family into theirs. People look at you and see a black and white pattern and think, wow, must be nice. Just grazing all day. They don't see that you graze because you have to, not because you're relaxed. They don't see that almost every mouthful comes with a side order of risk. Being a zebra means spending most of your life with your head down in the grass, while the whole savannah is busy figuring out how to put you on the menu.